Black and female-owned private equity investor Moshe Capital has concluded a multi-million rand deal to acquire a 20% stake in Pragma Holdings. Pragma specializes in delivering enterprise asset management services and solutions in male-dominated sectors, including mining and manufacturing. This deal takes a black ownership of Pragma to 56.8%. helping to drive a transformation and a diversity. On this International Women's Day, our business reporter Ntokozo Khumalo has this story to file from Moshe Capital.
Well, the private equity space is usually dominated by males, but Moshe Capital is making some move and recently concluded a 50 million rand deal. And to help me unpack that deal a little bit more, and being a woman in the private equity space, I am now joined by Mamecha Moshe, who is the founder and CEO of Moshe Capital. Thank you for your time. Could you talk us through the recently concluded deal and how you see it helping to drive transformation and diversity?
Thank you, Ntokozo, and thank you for this opportunity. As Moshe Capital, we invest in founder-run businesses, SMEs, that we believe that are African and can grow into the global world. When we met with Pragma, we realized it's one of those companies playing in the niche market and ability to actually grow internationally, which is what we're helping them with. Our inclusion in this includes women in tough sectors, which is mining and engineering, which are two sectors that are male-dominated, and we are helping and transform that, whilst also bringing our skills, because we have been in the mining and engineering space for a very long time as a firm.
Now, a lot of women, or we've heard the talk of enter and break down those doors in male-dominated industries, but those are the industries that you actually work with, your mining, your manufacturing, and so on. How do you encourage women, or what has been your experience actually in being a black female within the private equity space, who is actually the one that is funding other businesses to scale up?
So as Moshe Capital, what we have done is found ourselves good partners in the market that will help in the financing as a start. So we are backed by F&B Commercial, R&B Ventures, as well as working with other players in the market. So funding is very critical. That's the first part. But be bold. I think us as women need to be bold to make the waves that we need to, as well as encourage each other. So as Moshe Capital, we partner with other companies, one. And then secondly, we always bring out our skills and make sure that we are a value-adding partner to our investee companies.
And do you think that we are seeing more and more opportunities for women, particularly black women, to really play a role on both sides of the spectrum? So on both the private equity side, but on also actually being founders of companies that will continue to drive the transformation and diversity agenda that doesn't only benefit one, but benefits all demographics of the country?
Yes, that is a very good question. And as Moshe Capital, what we do, we've been in the market for 10 years now, and we have an advisory and investment business. In both those, we made sure that we actually include women in this particular sector. And secondly, we ensure that we always work with other women. So there is space, but I think once skills and ensuring that you have the right skills and experience matters, as well as ensuring that you bring others as you grow. So we partner with other women-led businesses, and we work with them in this particular space.
Thank you so much for your time and insights, and all the best with that deal. And I'm sure there's a lot of work that's still cut out for you. Of course, that was Mamecha Moshe, who is the founder and CEO at Moshe Capital, just giving us some insights of what it's like being a black-owned private equity firm that is actually investing in other businesses, enable them to scale, enabling transformation and diversity in sectors that are previously known to be male-dominated. So just doing her part there to make that dent into that and see more women come into that space. For Newzroom Afrika, Channel 405, I'm Ntokozo Khumalo in Johannesburg.